Okay. We're getting people asking to, I will go ahead and actually just turn it off now. We are getting enough requests for me to do that. No problem. No problem. And I'm in this game if you guys want to join in on me. Sorry I didn't say.
No problem.
All right, here we go. The countdown has begun. We're ready to get in this Game 3 epic match between Roll and MorroW. Here we go. All right, everybody, welcome to IMBA TV, where everything is imbalanced. I'm MC Dubs. With me is Jim Rayner as we catch some lag from Use Your Brain, and he instantly leaves. Great job by him. Anyways, this is the EU Craft Cup number 31. Thanks for joining us. Glad to have you. And why don't you go ahead and take it away for us, Jim, as we are in this third match between these two. It is a tie game.
Well, it's a tie series, one game apiece. This is Craft Cup main event number 31. The winner of this will be the third invitee to the Craft Cup King of the Month tournament on March 6th. That's a 4-player tournament. The winner of the 4-player event gets $250. This is Lost Temple, a 4-player map. This is the quarterfinals. So there are actually only 5 players left in this event. These are the last players to make it to the semifinals of this event. And it's a 4-player map. The first thing players must do is discover where their opponent is. Both MorroW and Roll have figured that out, as this Overlord by MorroW runs right past Roll's Nexus. They now know that they are in the closest air rush distance position. Anything you'd like to add at this point, MC Duffs?
I'm interested to see what these guys, if they're going to continue with the same thing they've been doing, or if we're going to see some deviation in their builds on this third game.
Yep.
So
spawning pool. Yep. Actually, pretty similar openings by both players. MorroW likes to get that spawning pool before the extractor, and he did so in this. So far, he did so in this game 3. This is the deciding game. The loser goes home. The winner moves to the semifinals, and we'll play Cyplo. Roll warps in a second pylon in his main base. Roll obviously has started off the walling off process with a gateway at the top of the ramp to his main base. Interesting placement of the spawning pool, making it impossible to run around the back of the mineral line without being trapped. Roll warps in a cybernetics core at the top of his ramp, completing the wall-off process. All it requires now is one stalker, one sentry, or one zealot at the top of his ramp to completely wall off and prevent high-speed Zerglings from running into his base and screwing up his life. See a little cat-and-mouse game between Zerglings, drones, and a probe as
MorroW throws down his expansion.
Roll was attempting to delay MorroW's expansion as long as he could. MorroW's scouting Overlord is going to run away. MC Duffs, anything you'd like to add at this point?
Second assimilator, it looks like Roll's starting off with a normal fashion here, as we've seen him start off in the past couple events. I'm hoping we see something go down with the close air distance. Maybe one of these players will take advantage of that.
Roll scouting probe dies, and he is really broken up by it, as we see the no going across the screen. And now, another thing we've noticed about MorroW, he likes to take a Zergling and have them occupy each of the Zamaga watchtowers of the map. He has done this again. MorroW begins with 4 Zerglings. He puts one each by the watchtowers and uses a couple to poke in and out of the Protoss main base. The second fighting unit for Roll is a Stalker. We see it there. Roll is getting a second and a third. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. 4 warp gates for Roll.
Well, soon to be warp gates. Warp gate tech is finished up just about now, as MorroW finishes up his expansion and transfers some drones.
And there is the warp gate you mentioned, happening as we speak. Now, we are 6 minutes into the game, and Roll sits with 22 probes mining off of one main base. MorroW has 25 drones mining off of 2 bases. MorroW is not acquiring any gas at all. His lone extractor is lonely there all by itself, sitting there doing not much of anything. MorroW's army now consists of 12 Zerglings, and I think we're going to see some early offense, folks, as check out this pylon, allowing for the warp-in of Protoss Gateway units right into the middle of the main base, and MorroW is aware of this possibility as he is building Zerglings and laying down spine crawlers. And look at these Zerglings. Check this out, folks. What are we going to see here? And the forward pylon will be taken down.
That's for sure.
Really nice move with these Zerglings by MorroW. Who says Zerglings can't... Oh, no, look at this!
Uh-oh. Right open into the base. They're going to be able to get right in and go right to the mineral line here or take out the pylon.
He's going to go after that, man, and that's going to...
Fantastic, as we see 2 forward pylons being warped in from Roll right now as he does this attack. But look at this, these Zerglings going in all around Roll's base, causing some damage here as force fields go down, and it looks like Roll's going to be in trouble here.
Look at the Zerglings.
Yeah, that's right.
Still in trouble.
Bringing Roll down to a total of 21 probes.
And Roll gave up on his offense as he backed off. And this is why you want to wall off your main base, people. All you kids out there that love to play StarCraft, keep a zealot in your wall.
Definitely, and look at this, all these Zerglings causing havoc, still in the base. Roll's going to have to defend as these Roaches and Zerglings by MorroW take out those 2 pylons. It will supply block, indeed, Roll.
Roll's down to 26 unit count. MorroW's at 59 unit count. You don't have to be a math major to realize that MorroW's at the advantage at this point. MorroW's got 31 drones mining off of 2 bases, but still not mining very much gas. Only one refinery, and that is all.
Well, extractor.
And
no chat, please.
And also, the other thing is that there's only 2 drones on that refinery, so he's getting even less. Now, that said, MorroW is building Roaches, and will be able to build Roaches and Zerglings by the dozens. What is interesting is MorroW is electing, looks like he's electing to expand, possibly.
Yeah, he did take out those high-yield rocks, and it looks like... he's building up quite the force so far, sitting on 6 Roaches and 22 Zerglings, and those Zerglings do have wings, so they are speedlings, of course. As we see an evolution colony going down, you know, I'm not too sure what Roll's going to be able to do here. He's going to need to, and it looks like he is going to expand. But he's going to have a hard time.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, these sentries are going to be called upon to pull off some miracle force fields. That's really what it boils down to. 1, 2, 3, 4 warp gates. 5 warp gates from Roll. So he's clearly in an uncomfortable position. In other games we've seen him, he definitely prefers to build a Stargate. MorroW is getting a second, a third, and a fourth extractor. So MorroW will be building with more gas. Let's check what upgrades he's getting for those Roaches. None at all. MorroW does not have a lair. So MorroW has a huge mass of really low units. 3 Queens, 13 Roaches, and 22 Zerglings. Now MorroW is in a good position to scout the expansion Protoss base with this Overlord. And look at this Overlord placement as well. He's looking for Phoenixes or something.
That's right. And Twilight, I don't know if you mentioned, but the Twilight Council is finished up now. And Dark Shrine on the way from Roll.
So Roll was really grasping at straws here. He's taking a bit of a risk. In any event, MorroW's now at 59 drones mining off of 3 bases, including this high yield mineral expansion. Roll has got to get at MorroW's economy in a big way within the next minute and a half. If he does not, MorroW will have such a huge commanding advantage. It's going to be tough for Roll to stay in this game. Let's see what he tries to do. No blink.
Spire on the way down for MorroW as of now. He does have this high yield. That's right, gold standard.
I'll tell you what, man. There's only 3 stalkers for Roll. If that Spire goes up and MorroW gets any more, then oh no, it's a Hydralisk den. Where's the Spire?
If you look in the production, there is a Spire going down right here, right?
Oh, there it is.
Yep,
yeah. Yep, I got it. So anyway, anything more than about 10 Mutalisks, and he's going to need a lot more than 4 stalkers. And the Overseer...
the Overseer saw that, and he canceled. Yeah, that's right. MorroW still continuing to say stop chat.
Yeah, you know what? I agree with MorroW. If you're requested to do so, you should.
And look at this, another expansion going down by MorroW right now. As MorroW starts to take half the map with his creep and his expansions. Roll only sitting on 2 bases. MorroW sitting on 3, one of them being a high yield, and he looks like he's going for a double expand.
Nice move by MorroW. MorroW wants to take his advantage and just make it a bigger one. Why bother attacking? You know what? Why should MorroW bother to attack into all these sentries and risk getting screwed over by some really well-placed force fields?
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? Instead, MorroW's going to get to 200 units. That's what he's going to do. MorroW's sitting at 152 units right now. Roll sits at 101 units.
And it looks like, we do see the upgrades for the level 2 range attack going down, as well as the Hydralisk range and flyer upgrades level 1. And it looks like tunneling roaches as well.
I bet you and check this out. Check this out.
A changeling.
Yeah, a zealot just running through the middle of the base, and will he find this Templar Archives? Let's see. No,
and you know what? I missed the Templar Archives, which is amazing because that is my favorite. As we see the storm going down, and High Templars will be coming out. Roll still sitting on 2 bases. Now MorroW is sitting on 5. MorroW is sitting in the main advantage point here.
Absolutely. So 2 Overseers for MorroW should allow him to see everything coming. I don't think he's going to be surprised. 50 probes versus 66. 50 probes versus 64 drones. We are 17 minutes into Game 3.
And here comes some High Templars.
Yeah, MorroW built. Oh, look at this again with the speed Zerglings wreaking havoc in the Protoss base.
That's right, trying to take out this high yield before it is down. Will these Zerglings be able to do so? No, it does not look like it. It gets down pretty far.
Now, at this point, the Protoss army consists of 2 High Templars, 6 Sentries, 17 Stalkers, 1 Colossus, 1 Immortal.
Caldarian Amulet now being researched by Roll. As Roll has the 3rd base going down now and just about up.
Now, the 20 roaches that MorroW has, they can burrow, they can move while burrowed. They're a +2 attack. So these 20 roaches are pretty damn powerful. And at this point, MorroW is going to get himself up to... Is he up to 200 units yet? He's at 198 units. MorroW's got 2,300 crystals and minerals in the bank and 800 gas in the bank. And we can see all the mining bases. And if we look at the main base of MorroW, the minerals have almost completely gone. And check this out. Forge and Templar Archives have been contaminated by MorroW. And here we go. MorroW's moving in. 20 Hydralisks.
Giant conflict here.
20 Hydralisks, 20